you gonna call?
In the Arizona desert, thousands of homeowners each year decide to remodel their home's backyard and interior living spaces. In the Ahwatukee foothills, Eddie Foster and his team have a unique approach to each project. Adding on to Frank Lloyd Wright's mantra, form follows function, Eddie's added after belief. So form follows function after belief. We follow the hard-working team in the Arizona heat, highlighting their amazing work and the characters involved every day. These are their stories.
Hi, I'm Eddie Foster with FosterFamily.com. We started this with the premise of documenting some of the projects we do, building backyards, remodeling inside homes, and to show the progression of it, to learn some of the characters that I get to work with every day. But there was a bigger reason, and it was to show the family of not just the employees, the vendors, and our customers. So Homescape had a unique beginning. It literally started off as just something I did as a hobby. I never thought I would do that for a living. I loved doing it. I was in technology at the time. When we moved into our house, is kind of how the ball started rolling and slowly turned from a hobby to, wow, I might want to do this for a living.
Oh, diddly-o, neighbor. Whew. All right, great part of having a project in your neighborhood is you get to walk to work. Bad part, you got to walk to work. So this is kind of a big hill. Anyway, so I'm catching my breath. All right, so we're here at the Liparis. Catching my breath still. We're here, it's an old customer of ours. We redid the backyard a while ago. That came out awesome. And now we're kind of in phase 2, A and B of the project. Front yard remodel, fireplace remodel. We're doing some flooring, knocking out some walls. But we got a little issue today. We got some load-bearing walls in places that we didn't think where they would be. So we've got to get inside. I got to get this problem resolved because I don't want it to mess up my design. My design is my design. I don't want that to happen. So I want it to be functional, obviously, and physics is what physics is, or ours, whatever that is. So let's go take a look at it. Come on. All right, so we're gonna go in. They don't know we're coming, so let's go see where they're at in the job. How we doing?
Good, how are you?
So check out what we're doing here. We get the demo. But here's these the beams we were talking about, load-bearing walls. So we can't bring that in. We wanted to get rid of all of this. But this is actually an outside wall.
That's why we were able to widen it so much. And then Mike got the base frame today, or when do you think you're going to get it?
I can pick it up anytime. You want it?
Yeah, sooner the better.
Okay.
Because then it's...
So tomorrow?
Yeah,
it's okay?
That'd be awesome.
Hey Armando, what's up, man? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, no, we need to talk about that. Okay. All right, I'll be over. No, we need to talk about that. I need to know a little bit more. Okay, thanks. Well, that's not good. Armando's got a unhappy customer from his past. So we're gonna find out what's going on with that. May have to go up and do a repair job, but he's part of family, so we're gonna take care of him. I gotta go see him, so I'll talk to you later. So you might remember, I got that phone call, talked to Armando, had an issue with one of his old customers. He's got an issue with the stone veneer falling off. The homeowner wants him to come fix it, so kind of a difficult situation, but I looked at it and said, Armando's part of our family. We need to take care of his issue. His issues, our issues. Armando's part of this family. The reason we're growing as a company has a lot to do with Armando, his personality, and his strive for perfection when he does stuff. So we're here and we're gonna do it the Homescape way, and the Foster family is gonna come together and resolve this issue and make the homeowner happy. So when I was a little kid, I grew up, my dad had a company called Foster Electric, and I was his free labor
for many summers and many weekends, pulling wire, and I was on construction sites all the time. And I always had this passion to build. My dad got upset at me a few times because I took apart a few things of his and rebuilt things. One time I took apart an intercom system that was going to be built into our house, and I took a button off and remade an Atari joystick that you could sit on out of a hockey stick and had a big button that I could pound on. My dad comes home and was a little upset at me. And I remember running, for one, and then two, talking to him the next day, and he told me he was upset at me, he disappointed in me. But I do remember him going over and looking at it and going, wow, that's really cool what you built. So I've always had a passion for building. We're in the backyard of the Liparis, outdoor kitchen that we did about 1.5 years ago. We put the pool in, did all this Marbella travertine. They're up against this butte in their backyard. And the whole inspiration for this outdoor kitchen was this Weber grill. We took this color, made custom mounts for it, did the granite for it, all the cabinetry. The other thing, it's got all LED lighting. You can't tell right now, but you open it up, LED lights turn on. Super cool. But I think one of the highlights of this backyard is this pizza oven that we made. It's got Italy made out of that same metal. And there's an LED light. On one side is where Dave's grandmother's from, and on the other side is where Dave's grandfather's from. So one thing Dave likes to do, besides cook some pizza, is smoke. So we made a custom built-in smoker. One thing you gotta worry about in Arizona is sun. We made this protective sunshade to protect his smoker. It's not only protected from the sun, but obviously when the kids are playing in the pool, balls aren't hitting it, it's not getting water damage, but the biggest thing is sun damage here in Phoenix. So we got this all protected. He can smoke, and on his really big events, he'll smoke and then use some of that smoked meat on his pizzas, which is just awesome. So living in the desert, we get a little hot. So we thought with this artificial grass for the Liparis, we'd make it cool off super easy. Got a little lever over here, turn it on, sprinkler system turns on, cools the grass off, but literally that long and the grass is cool. So we got a little issue with some stone veneer. It's fallen off in a bunch of different places at the house, down here in the courtyard, front of the house, back of the house, in an archway, which is really dangerous because it's heavy stuff. We don't want that falling down. The homeowner's got grandchildren, so we're gonna go through, we're gonna fix all this stone veneer, and I wanna show you why this issue is happening. So we got two issues, really three. One, the wall's arched, which makes it difficult to put any type of heavy stone veneer on. These pieces were used that are too long, needs to be cut in half or into thirds to make that movement around a curved wall. And then two, second issue, they're trying to put it on the paint, so the thin set's not going to stick to the paint, so that's why it's falling off. And this is really heavy stone veneer. And then here the stone veneer actually fell off the thin set as well. So more than likely the stone veneer wasn't washed, the wall wasn't hosed down and got the dust off of it, so it has nothing to attach to. It's attaching to the dust, which limits its ability to stick to the wall. So Armando at this point, he's hosing to get all the dust off where we're gonna adhere the stacked stone back onto the house. It's really important you get the dust off, not just the house, but also the stone itself. So we'll wash those off, the back side of those off, and then we're gonna apply the PL 500. So we're finally done here. We got all the stone veneer, we've etched it, we washed it to make sure there wasn't any dust, so we didn't have any issues of adhering to the wall. And actually the back side of the stone veneer, we etched it. We used the SL 500 to stick it to the wall. And then in the parts where we had curved walls, we cut the length of the ledger stone so it'd stick better, so it'd have more room to adhere to it. And Armando's did a great job with his team. This is his old customer from 5 or 6 years ago that the stone was falling off, and I thought it was really important that we took care of this issue that Armando had from an old customer of his, and we take care of our own, take care of our family, and he's a really big part of this team and how we're growing. So we did a great job of coming together as a team, as a family, making everything right for the customer, and also, more importantly, making it right for Armando so he can focus on the other jobs we've got coming up and focus on his family. All right, we're at the Lipari, and we're gonna cook some pizzas for my guys are in there. They are done with the demo almost. You can still hear them probably going, but they're almost done with the demo. But we're gonna fire up the pizza oven, and of course I'm running late. So it's about 11 o'clock, we wanna have it ready by 12. That's kind of a short window to get the fire going. So I'm gonna show you a quick way to get the pizza oven going up a little faster than normal. Fire up any simple torch. You can sit there and blow at it, but I find a much better way is to say hello to my little friend. So we're gonna give it a little oxygen. We've got the fire, we've got our red hot ashes breaking down, and that's what we need the bottom to get hot, because we want the fire brick to be hot. It's not only the 800 to 1100 degrees up top, but we want the base to be right around 750 degrees is the ideal temp. So we got these red coals kicking down. I'm gonna throw in a couple more pieces, and then I'm gonna kick it to the back or to the side, depending on your oven. For this oven, I like to push it back to the left and cook to the right. Let's see. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm gonna make a few more, some different toppings, and I'm gonna have my guys come out and enjoy a good lunch. Buongiorno! This is Eddie DeAngelis in the Lipari's backyard. But we're here not for the backyard, but for inside the house. We did a beautiful fireplace. It is beautiful. And we wanna celebrate by throwing some pizza pie. So we're gonna have a pizza pie party and have a good time. I'm gonna ask everybody what type of pie they want. But remember, there's a no meatball on a piece of pie. Karina, how are you today? Good. Did the backyard turn out good? How about inside the house? How's that fireplace?
It's awesome.
Awesome? Do you like to sit in front of it and keep it warm? Great. I thought we'd celebrate, make a pizza pie. What would you like on your pizza pie?
Meatballs.
There's a no meatball on a pizza pie.
I want a meatball on my pizza pie.
How many?
12.
Okay. And welcome to the Lipari family. With a lot of our customers, we end up coming back and doing multiple projects and doing different things for our customers. And inside, we started doing the remodel at with the fireplace. Outside, we added on what we had done about a year and a half ago. So let's take a look. This is what we did about a year ago. We did artificial grass. We made a little pony wall with some stone veneer and marbella. And what we came back and did was added on a section to their sidewalk. So we took the same type of marbella, which is a great type of material. It stays really cool here in Arizona. And if you look close at it, it's got fossils in it. It's been mined off the ocean floor from the Philippines. And you can see all these creatures that were here millions and millions of years ago that are into the tile. So it makes for a really, really neat and very eccentric look to the house. So here we are looking at the marbella again. So the pros of the marbella is it stays super cool. You can walk on it barefoot even here in Phoenix, Arizona when it's 110 out. The downside is it's a really soft material. So two things, you spill wine on it, it's gonna stain. And second, it's brittle. So when you're installing, you have a higher breakage rate. So inside, we just finished up doing the whole fireplace remodel, redid the floors, and redid all the baseboards. So let's go inside, take a look at this. It came out absolutely beautiful. Come on in. So inside the Liparis, we've got the flooring we did, which came out outstanding. We had to match it to the existing flooring, so we had to go find
the same material, match it up. We also did the fireplace, remodeled the whole wall, and knocked out a pony wall. So let's go take a look at it and see how it came out. So here was the pony wall. We knocked that wall out. We had to remove some electrical and move it to some different places. But now this gives us such an open feel, an open look from the kitchen into the TV room and what is their entertainment room. But check out this tile. Came out outstanding. Great modern look, and that's what they were looking for. We offset the shelves, gave it a nice wood grain look to it, and obviously the fireplace speaks for itself. And then these floors came out outstanding as well. But I do have something over here I want to show you. So a nice little feature, this tile has a magnet on the other side. If you take a suction cup, this tile comes right off, and you can get it access into doing a cabling for the TV and all of your AV equipment. It's all wired up, we got it all set up for them, but in the future, if they ever have a change, they can get in there and have access. Really neat feature. Like any project, it's the little things that make it really go pop. So here we've got some corners called Schuler or Mooster, depending where you get the material. But basically a metal edging that outlines each side and gives it more of a modern look and feel to the whole room. So we've got a fireplace. We did an electric fireplace, took out a wood burning fireplace. The homeowners wanted to have something that'd be more clean, and they never actually used the wood burning fireplace. So this fireplace is an electric fireplace. It's got a switch on the side from Modern Flame. It's got a great look, great ambiance, and does provide some heat as well. So we finished up at the Lipari's. The house came out great. The front came out outstanding. This came out outstanding. And I worked with some subcontractors. The company's called Home Perks. Mike and Nolan, expert craftsmen. Everything came out great, so I want to give a big thanks to them as well.
We talked about it being about family, and my dad just passed about 2 weeks ago. So part of this began with my dad. And I wanted him to be part of it. And he will be, and he is, but he's now looking down at me and judging me differently than when he was here. And he's been an inspiration for me in many ways. And I wish he was going to be able to see all this we put together, because I know how much he cared about his company, Foster Electric. So that's part of the reason I wanted to have the name Foster in there. So that's part of FosterFamily.com and why we went with that. And tying in all the different family members from my family to my employees' families, how important it is that they have what they're doing for a living and how it affects their family. Not just paychecks, but their quality of life. Am I working them too hard, too long, so they can enjoy their family? So the whole idea and premise is the whole sphere of all these interrelationships, and that's really where it began, was with my dad. Coming up next on FosterFamily.com.
Welcome, here we are at Rosewood Canyons Estate. It's beautiful here in Ahwatukee, Arizona, as it is 10 months out of the year. We are going to go look up at Charlotte's backyard. We build this beautiful backyard as the French do. They build beautiful things. And we do amazing things. We are the French. We make French fries. It's beautiful. And this backyard is fabulous. And for her 2 daughters too. And all the stuff they do back there, the web. Yes, that's what we'll call it. Charlotte's web, her backyard. I want you to go take a look at it. Because you pigs, you American pigs, you don't realize how great the French are. We are so much better than you. We don't need you, you American pigs. The Germans? Come with me. Come with me. I love you, Americans. You're part of us. Come to our land. You want our women? I don't care. Come with me. See Charlotte's Web. It's beautiful. Come with me, Americans.
Foster family. Welcome to FosterFamily.com. Here we go, FosterFamily.com. Another episode of FosterFamily.com. Welcome to FosterFamily.com. I've got to get here now. 12 by 12s back and 6 by 12s here, so these guys can continue. I gotta figure out how to do it. So matching both sides, we went and got the same type of Marbella, which is mined from the ocean floor from the Philippines from many, many years ago. But it's got these great little, what the hell are those things called? Ovens are like women, you gotta figure out what's the best spot. All right, you guys want some pizzas? No, I'm giving you a week's notice. Buongiorno! Welcome to Lipari's backyard. We made a beautiful backyard. Absolutely vantique, fucked up. That's fucked up. So this used to be a traditional wood-fired burning oven, and we're turning it into an electric oven. Stay tuned for some more incredible crap from FosterFamily.com. It just pops out of there, I don't know.